Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Margaery Tyrell's favour. And Lady Margaery's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay, if it's presented to her as it should be.
Hello. Okay, so now we're being Lady Tyrell. Let's see what that looks. Right, okay. We have the carved angled tree, the Yunkish coin, the High God brooch, and the unfinished letter. So let's open the book first. I'll look at the book.
Ethan made this for me.
That's a sister. Right. Sister, cousin, I don't know, maybe.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him.
Asher.
What a strange place, Essos.
This is Essos, east of Westeros.
It was very kind of Lady Margaery to give this to me.
Yeah.
It once belonged to Lady Olenna.
And finally, look at the unfinished letter. Let's look at it first. And then let's read it.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Margaery has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Right, I guess we'll keep looking around for more stuff. We have the dusty old tomb. Let's look at that. Whoa. Yeah, let's look at it.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Longstrider.
I hope to see them all someday.
What funny names. I'm just called Neha. Pretty simple name. But no, we have Lonis the Long Way. Oh, some bullshit like that. Letter from Mother. Let's read that. Mummy, what you said to me?
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Margaery to intervene on our behalf.
Right.
She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Okay. So we're going to do a linkage with the Tyrell family. So how it's going to play out. Let's go open the door.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
What do you want? Come here.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Some little dirty boy, man. Have a shower. Jeez. Oh, sorry, bath. They invented shower at the time, yeah. Why are you looking at me weirdly?
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
I have to avoid it, you know.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Margaery will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Jeez, is that taking his time?
You work for Lady Margaery?
Stop chatting, boy. Just do your job.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Perhaps you should come back later.
Of course, milady.
I know I sent him away and stuff, but he's getting too picky, you know? One door shuts. Marjorie, what can I say? Well, come in then. Ooh, hello, dear.
Lady Margaery, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
This is the same voice who plays the actor, Natalie Dormer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, even makes...
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen.
Right.
To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the royal cell.
Cersei.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Now I guess we have a little...
She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humour her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Yeah, I guess, but, you know, Cersei's attitude, you know.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Well, let's receive. Marlin Penis. If you know where that's from, then you're a G.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Yeah, we got to talk smart with Cersei, so...
Good luck.
This should be fun. Go on, lads. When I walk in the valley of the shadow of death. Hey, it's Tyrion! And the Iron Throne. Let's
You
go.
can do this.
Are you walking? Yeah, we're walking. Yeah, we're walking. Nice. What the hell are you looking at us, man? Trying looking me bare weird, you know.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I am honoured, Your Grace.
Yet not honoured enough to kneel, I see.
Oh.
House Forrester is a northern
Should have
house
kneeled.
loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Alright, we're gonna see. We're gonna
Is
see.
your family loyal to the king?
Of course.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
To the one true
He's not
king.
here, is he? She is.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She only
I
meant...
don't care what she meant. I care what she said.
Hmm.
I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the north.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They were the wardens of the north. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
See, I'm talking smart, you know.
Perhaps too clever for her own good. And she would have us believe she didn't know which king she served. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yeah, I
He
guess.
is the warden of the north, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
Okay.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Sounds like someone we know.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are
Joffrey,
others who would
that
happily
dickhead.
serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
We got to suck up to it, you know.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
She's playing a game with me. What do you want to play?
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's
We're
not
going
as if she
tango?
fought beside the
We go
stars,
bowling?
wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
You want to play some Overwatch? What are we going to do? Come on.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms.
Okay, where are you going with this?
Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She followed her own heart. I gotta stay loyal to her.
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Get to the point,
Loyalty
bitch.
can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question.
Of course.
And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question.
Be
Go
true
on.
to the king.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
Yeah, I'm just saying that to make
She
you look happy.
is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden
Peter
in all
Dinklage,
of King's
shut up.
Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
Alright, we look at me in such a weird way.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Yeah, did I do anything right, guys? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've done. What are you going to say to me now?
I'll walk you out.
Of course. Are you sure
This
about
may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honourable man.
This is like the Sansa Stark of...
You have my condolences for his loss.
Thank you.
These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated,
I'm also playing a game
although
as well.
Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters.
Which is you?
The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance,
Right.
and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Don't know, you know.
It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Ooh.
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Good advice. You see, everyone's playing their game of their own. And ultimately, we don't know which person will win. So, we just got to see how it plays out, you know?
Mira, I was worried. How was it?
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
Yeah.
I'd rather not discuss it, if you don't mind.
Of course not. It must have been horrible. But at least it's over now.
Cersei Lannister.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell,
Yep.
the Red Viper.
You all know what happened to him?
I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie can make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Yeah, not Joffrey though. Joffrey's a little piece of shit.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Oh, here we
He does
go.
have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well,
I don't want to be a queen.
which is more than you can say for his mother.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You Northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as
I want
Queen
mine
of the
to get
7
better.
Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Talking about the person I'm playing with, not
Let's
me.
see, who else should we marry off?
This is...
Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
Yep, me too.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Got to love you, got to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Okay. Yep, we will.
I did have a favour to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Oh, I think I made the wrong
It's
choice.
about my family.
I trust her.
She's gonna be a flipping snake. I'm first thing to learn, yeah.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
I know, we're friends, you know, I'm kind of backing out, but I have to speak alone. I can't trust snakes. I know you remember that.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise, but my mother has left me no choice.
Did I
She
make the right
insisted.
choice?
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
Of course.
Joffrey will not look favourably on such a request.
Please, Lady Marjorie, I beg of you. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
You're the only one who can help me. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother.
Yeah.
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Please, please.
Very well.
Yeah.
I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
She's got a lot on the plate, I understand, but we friends, we loyal, and we trust each other. It's quite a long episode. Jeez. Don't be startled, fools. Okay then, just run away.
Seven Hells.
Stupid horse.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Oh, here he is.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Shit, he saw me. Okay, we gotta do it.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Forresters?
Ramsay Snow.
A day, my lord. Two at
So
most.
what do we do?
What was that?
Shit.
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
Don't make a sound, Garrett.
There.
Shit, what do we do?
Hear that?
It's the horse.
I know I heard something.
Stay still. We're not gonna do anything stupid.
Never mind.
See? If we ran, they would've
We've
noticed
wasted
us.
enough time already.
You never run in situations like this. See, now we have a choice, I'm guessing. I would follow them, go straight to the wall. And I don't want to... Okay, who is that firstly? I'm guessing he's dead, obviously. Hello. Jesus.
Bloody hell.
We're back.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
Why are you telling me this?
To help you rule, Lord Ethan. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Okay. So who will choose?
Craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
For what, exactly?
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan. Missed.
Who is this man?
This Craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is